Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Notes and Nerds here on Twitch. It is time for Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling Friday Night Fights. That's right, guys. It's time to bring out the big guns. It's time for the Aew Championship Tournament. I was going to make it a 12-man match, but it ended up being either 8 or 16. So we're going with an 8-man tournament to determine the World Heavyweight Champion. This is not going to be the same tournament we saw from late last year, 2020, where the championship was determined in that manner. So, or actually it's for the number one contender spot. But we're going to just go with a straight tournament. There's going to be a lot of familiar faces and a lot of newcomers to the tournament championship for the AEW title right here. Ladies and gentlemen, all this gold is going to be going around the waist of one professional wrestler in this tournament. Who will it be? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. All right, let's go ahead and get everything started here. It is exciting. In this 8-man tournament, there's going to be Cody Rhodes. Let me switch over here. In this event, you will see Cody Rhodes facing Chris Jericho. Preston Vance, number 10 of the Dark Order, facing off against Rey Fenix. Brian Cage versus Adam Page. Kenny Omega versus Eddie Kingston. Only one man will come out on top in this massive event. So we'll just have to wait and see how it all pans out, ladies and gentlemen. So first off, I do want to let y'all know, if you want to help support the channel, please hit that follow button down below, where we're trying to hit that magic 50 so we can get to the affiliate level and be able to start doing subscriptions, because we also want to do some great things for subscribers here on the channel that I'll go into detail later. And don't forget, go to shop.notesnerds.com for all kinds of great merchandise. And we also have a cool line of wrestling merchandise celebrating Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling. Go to teespring.com/NNCW, where you can get some great wrestling-themed merchandise with the Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling logo all over the place. So let's go ahead and get started, folks. We're going to start this off with the Cody Rhodes versus Chris Jericho match right now. Now, here's the thing. These matches will be situated in a way that if it's CP, that's computer played, I do not have the ability to control that, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to sit back and watch the action as it unfolds. Chris Jericho of the Inner Circle will be facing off against Cody Rhodes in this initial matchup. It's going to be one heck of a slobber knocker, I guarantee. Fight. Nice Irish whip by Chris Jericho and a big clothesline. That's a very, very arrogant pin by Chris Jericho on Cody Rhodes. Going in, body slam, and a pose. Lots of showboating so far in this match, and it just got started. I mean, we got egos running galore here, but both of these guys have earned it over the years because they are some talented wrestlers that have proven themselves over and over in the ring. This match is going to shape up to be a heck of a match. Cody Rhodes with another beautiful body slam there. Jericho is thrown out of the ring, but he decides to climb in real quick. Rhodes follows him, but tests his strength with a nice little takedown right there, a leg trip. Jericho's moving it to the center with a nice elbow drop to the back of the head. knife edge chop, but Rhodes tried to go for one but missed. Short elbow to the jaw. Jericho is getting very, very intense in this match already, as you can see. The flamboyance is worn off. He realizes he's got to take it to Cody Rhodes to do any good here. Rhodes with the elbow right off the chest and into a beautiful reverse chin lock. Doesn't hold it for very long. Jericho powers out of it. Big forearm to the back, and we got a nice mount right there, submission hold. Jericho gets out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, the chat room is open, so if you want to talk, if you want to say hello, if you have anything interesting to say, let us know. Tell me who you are cheering for in each of these awesome matches right now. I will let everybody know right now, Brody Lee is not in this tournament. I was considering it, but I decided that it would be best not to at this time because I feel that it would be an injustice to his memory. But yes, go on ahead, please comment. Let me know what you think, how you want this match to turn out. And with that, I would like to let you guys know I'll be right back. The match will continue. All right, I am back, and we are on the air. Thank you for tuning in here at Notes and Nerds on Twitch, where we are watching AEW come together. Brought to you by Fire Pro Wrestling World and Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling, only on Twitch. We're only a little under 8 minutes into this match. Now, granted, the time in the game is a little bit faster than real-world time, but that's a nice modified sharpshooter or scorpion deathlock by Cody Rhodes. Double underhook suplex powerbomb, double underhook powerbomb into the walls of Jericho. Will Cody get out of it? And he does. This match is intense, ladies and gentlemen. Jericho's going right back to the walls of Jericho. His signature trait, his signature move, trying to go for that pinfall or that submission. Rhodes is making a comeback, but he's showboating. Beautiful twisting neck breaker there, and he goes for the pin. Almost got the 3 count, but Jericho powers out of it. If maybe Rhodes would have gone for the hook on the leg, he might have gotten the pinfall. Jericho is really going hard. He comes in with a nice clothesline on Rhodes. Underhook to a belly-to-belly suplex. Oh, gut-wrenching move off the top rope. Goes in for the pinfall. Cody busts out right at the last moment. Jericho goes to the ring thinking he's going to the ropes, but ends up going into the turnbuckle. Don't know what he saw going on there. Rhodes with a nice takedown. Jericho counters the pickup. Little showboating for the fans. Picks him up. Oh, knee into the stomach, flattens Cody Rhodes down to the mat, but he gets up pretty quickly. Nice bulldog takedown right there by Cody Rhodes, the natural nightmare. Irish whips him to the turnbuckle. Locks in. Elbow to the back of the head. Beautiful jumping spin kick to the back of the head of Rhodes. And Jericho does it again. Puts Cody down, but he picks it back up. And they're going to do a little trading back and forth of the blows to see who's going to stand on top. We are at 13 minutes in the match. Who is going to win? Jericho comes back with a beautiful spinning leg lariat there. Inverted atomic drop. He runs to the ropes. Oh, running bulldog style maneuver there. Belly to belly. Takes him over and down. Pulls him to the center of the ring. Thought he was going to go for the walls of Jericho, but Cody Rhodes got up too quickly, followed with a DDT. Elbow drop. Jericho has got to be frustrated at this time. Goes to the ropes one more time and follows up with another beautiful bulldog, but Rhodes is just unfazed by it. Jumps to his feet again. Jericho goes back to the well once more with that belly to belly. Wraps up from behind. Brings him down with a beautiful takedown right there. Cody Rhodes just pummels him right in the face with those Greco-Roman fists, followed by a neck breaker. Oh, double axe handle to the back of the head. He goes to the top rope, brings an elbow down, but Jericho gets out of the way just at this last moment. Goes behind him. Bulldog counter. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. The match will continue. All right, I am back. It's over 20 minutes into this match, and this is just the first match of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to say anything, who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to see win? Oh, Cody Rhodes just lost to Chris Jericho, the demo god, in the first match of this tournament. I wouldn't call that an upset necessarily, but that was an intense match. It is amazing how well that went. So we're going to move on to our next huge match. And in this lineup, it looks like we're going to be seeing number 10 versus Rey Fénix. All right, moving on. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can get merchandise at Teespring. Pardon me. At teespring.com/NNCW or shop.notesandnerds.com. Sorry, I got a bit of a hiccups there. All right. 10 of the Dark Order on his way down into the ring. This is going to be another incredible, intense match. Rey Fénix was robbed in the real tournament in AEW a couple months back. Will he be able to move forward here out? Rey Fénix may be recognized as a high-flying luchador wrestler, but keep in mind, he is not a small man either. He's got some muscle mass on him. So this could be a very interesting match. Now, 10, on the other hand, he's more of a big guy type. And at the same time, though, he has some abilities that just isn't normal with a man his size. Already a 2 count this early in the match. Comes in with a beautiful running fist to the face. Fénix just stopped dead in his tracks. Lots of big blows going back and forth, but 10 with a running sit-down power bomb into the pin. Almost got the full 3 count, but Fénix was able to get out just at the last moment. 10 is just dominating this match, though. Quite honestly, this is a man who, you know, whether it's in this game or in real life wrestling, whatever you want to say, is an underappreciated wrestler. Beautiful spinning Hurricane Rana that took 10 out to the ringside, but he's back in real quick. 10 is just this fantastic wrestler and really deserves a shot at the big show. He really deserves to be not just some mid-card wrestler, a definite contender for championship material here. And right there, a demonstration of what he's able to do. That beautiful jumping side kick to the head. This guy can move. I do want to point out that there is some problems with Twitch today. Not exactly certain why. Hopefully it's no big deal. However, if you are in the chat and you are saying anything, don't worry. I'm going to activate Twitch on my tablet here because it makes the most sense why I'm not doing that. Just a moment. All right, the chat room is open in 2 different locations. So if you have any questions or would like to interact with me here in the video, please just go ahead and comment, and I will definitely let you know I see it and answer any questions. Please tell me who you want to see win in this glorious match between Rey Fénix and 10 of the Dark Order. If you are just tuning in, keep in mind this is a tournament, 8-man singles tournament to determine the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. We've already seen Cody Rhodes versus Chris Jericho, where Jericho won against Cody Rhodes. Is it an upset? I don't think so, because we have to keep in mind Chris Jericho was the first AEW champion. 6, 7, 8. I do apologize. I'm also eating right now, so I am making pauses every so often or mutes in my audio from the microphone every so often. Both men are looking tired as all can be. As you saw, 10 was just gasping for air. Beautiful running sit-down powerbomb into the pin. And 10 just beat Rey Fénix to become champion. What an incredible match that was. That was intense. To be perfectly honest, I was not expecting 10 to come out on top, but he definitely had the power to overcome Rey Fénix in that matchup, so not really a surprise there. Next up in this tournament will be Brian Cage versus Adam Page. Adam Page was on his way to becoming the next world champion or #1 contender, but Kenny Omega did face up against him and was able to defeat him in the tournament back a couple months ago in AEW Dynamite. But tonight, we don't know where that's going to go. It could be Brian Cage in this, because Brian Cage is a beast, an absolute powerhouse of a wrestler. Adam Page is quick on his feet and able to compete and contend with about anybody in the ring. But we're going to see how that falls through, or how that comes out here rather soon. All right, let's go ahead and kick this match off. Remember, the chat room is open, so please go ahead and let me know what you think. Who do you want to see win this tournament? And who's your favorites? Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling is produced using Fire Pro Wrestling World on the PlayStation 4 console. Broadcast exclusively here on Twitch, live every Friday night at 7 p.m. Tonight we got off to a little bit of a late start. I do apologize for that, but Regularly 7 p.m. is when our show will broadcast. Hangman Adam Page is making his way to the ring right now. I do want to say that I apologize for the low quality in video on Twitch. However, that is because I have to stream at 720p and because my computer needs updating significantly. Oh, look at Adam Page. He had a nice fireman's carry fall there. Just pummels Brian Cage down. Goes into a leg move right there. Twisting that leg, trying to wear down the knee, which is a brilliant brilliant tactic against a guy this size. It doesn't matter how big of a wrestler you are. Take out your legs. You're just as big as the mat will allow you to be. And Adam Page is going to use that to his advantage in this match. Brian Cage takes him down. Oh, a 619 style swinging move through the ropes. Knocks Page back, but Page just barrels right through Cage right there. Shoulder breaker. This broadcast is brought to you by teespring.com/NNCW, where you can purchase awesome merchandise with Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling logos and belts all over the t-shirts and other merchandise that we're selling right now. You can get your stuff over there real cheap, $20 tops on most of the products that we carry over there. Also at shop.notesandnerds.com for all of our merchandise, including the Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling material, along with our regular Notes and Nerds merchandise. That includes t-shirts, backpacks, pillows, and so much more. One count by Page there. Brian Cage just with a huge back body drop right there on Page, and just into a submission, headlock right there. Doesn't make much of it, but Page is able to come back with a nice drop kick to the corner. Both of them just went after a move and completely missed. Roll up by Cage. That is a huge elbow drop off the top rope by Brian Cage onto the chest of Page there. Brian Page has really got to start going after those legs again. Cage is worn out, but they keep going after the same moves and they just keep missing. Huge lariat takes Cage down. 2, kick out at 2. Not enough to keep him down. If he would lock up those legs, it could make all the difference in the world, but I'm just on the outside of the ring making commentary here, so who knows. Hip toss by Cage. Picks him back up, goes to the rear. Nice belly to belly. Ooh, right into the backbreaker. That was devastating. Irish whip. Not enough room to do anything there. Keeps going after that shoulder breaker. Sooner or later, he keeps doing it. He's going to injure that shoulder. That was a beautiful move right there by Page, but it was not enough to do anything on Cage. Cage ducks underneath that lariat. That weird style DDT or pile driver that Paige just used comes in with a senton splash, but only a 2 and just barely under a 3 count there. The ref almost hit the mat. Paige is coming back hard. Huge drop kick into the turnbuckles.
10 minutes left.
Paige had a standing vertical suplex with a fall-away slam. Pulls Cage to the center of the ring. Tries to go back and around him, but was not able to do so. Goes with another suplex, but Cage is able to reverse that. Trying to catch his breath. But was it enough? A stunning DDT by Cage there. Brings Cage up to his feet. Oh, delayed standing suplex. Down hard. Both men are not just bouncing back up, though. They are exhausted. Paige with an elbow. That shoulder, I swear, if he's going to need, it's going to be devastating at the end of the day here. And moves like this are not going to help that shoulder. Cage with that devastating neck breaker. Goes for the 2, 3 count. Almost a 3 count, but the ref was not able to get his hand down in time. Cage gets it up, moves him to the center of the ring, trying to get the fans behind him. Gets him up from behind, swings back around. Oh! But Cage was not able to capitalize on that Irish whip. Torture rack, but broken up by the because he's too close to the ropes. You can tell Paige is trying to muster up as much as he can to get behind himself. Oh, suplex knocks Cage all the way out to the ringside. Wonderful opportunity for Paige to catch his breath. Irish whip right there.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Now keep in mind that with wrestling, you have a 20 count before you have to get back in the ring. Page is knocked outside the ring, staggering around a little bit, but he gets back in time. More than enough time to spare. Misses that drop kick horribly. Another shoulder breaker. Nice running stomp. Page shows why he is who he is, why he is considered one of the best in the business. Comes out with a full 3 count on Brian Cage, wins this match, and moves on to the next round in this 8-man AEW Championship Tournament. Absolutely beautiful match. Next up, Kenny Omega versus Eddie Kingston to determine who's going to move on next. And in this round, I am playing as Kenny Omega. Chat room is open. If you want to say hello, if you want to interact, if you want to let me know who your favorite wrestler is in the AEW and who you think in this 8-man tournament should move on forward to the next round, let me know. Eddie Kingston looks angry. Nice body slam by by Kenny Omega there. Kingston throws him right outside the ring, but Omega gets right back in, followed with another body slam. Try to move around to the rear, but Kingston was having none of that. Eye rake and followed by an elbow. Beautiful swinging neck breaker. Test of strength. Kenny Omega comes out on top with a trip up there. Kingston was able to reverse the reversal. Oh, try to go for the V trigger, but Kingston got out of the way just in time. Kingston is being a slippery dog in this match and getting around, able to counter everything that Omega throws at him. This is why he is a top competitor. Series of knife edge chops there with a nice square kick right to the back. Omega keeps getting countered on those reversals there. Just decides to throw Kingston right out of the ring. Shoulder breaker. Omega introduces his elbow to the face of Kingston there. Oh, belly to belly that just took him right out of the arena.
3, 4.
Omega's back into the ring. He's able to get the B trigger there. Swinging neck breaker. Kick to the back of the head. And then to the front. Right on the back of his head. That has got to be painful. Omega finally got himself in his groove here.
You can't escape.
Kingston might be in trouble here. Omega's now catching his breath though, but reverse Hurricane Rana. That has just got to be devastating on the neck and the head. Gut wrench spinning power bomb into a sit down pin. Gets a 2 count. Almost gets the 3, but Kingston gets out of it just in time. Omega's going in for a submission there, rubbing his elbow into the face of Kingston. Just driving it in there. Goes for that power bomb once more, and Kingston is down for the pin. Kicks out just in time once more.
Yeah.
Oh, devastating move. Omega goes for the pin. And that is all she wrote. Omega comes out at the top. and moves on to the next round in this tournament. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is an intense battle. Kingston lost. Omega moves on. Kenny Omega will be facing off against former partner and friend Adam Page in the quarterfinals or semifinals there. But next up, we have Chris Jericho facing against Preston Vance, or 10 of the Dark Order. Remember, every Friday night Fights, brought to you by Fire Pro Wrestling World and Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling, will be broadcast live here only on Twitch on the Notes and Nerds channel. Chris Jericho of the Inner Circle, the Demo God, makes his way to the ring. Is looking intense. He just came off that victory against Ray Phoenix, and Jericho really needs to be ready because 10 is nothing to laugh at. This is a big man who is more than capable of standing up and taking on just about anybody who gets in his way. Nice elbow to the back of the head after. Oh, Jericho counters with a nice roll-up pin, but 10 gets out of it quickly. Inverted atomic drop. Kind of dazes 10 there a little bit, but I don't blame him because, I mean, that would be painful. Jericho with the mounted punches. This is not an MMA fight, my folks. This is a wrestling match. We don't condone Greco-Roman punching like that here at the AEW arena. Well, maybe we do just a little bit. Nice jumping maneuver there. Takes Jericho down. Arm drag takedown. Picks him back up. Runs to the ropes and brings in a beautiful jumping knee to the face of Jericho. With 10 in the ring right now, it makes me think about back at on Wednesday's AEW Dynamite episode, the celebration of life of Brody Lee. An exceptionally well done match or event, actually. We're talking like pay-per-view caliber matchups right there. I was just floored by how impressive it was. This is a federation for wrestlers, by wrestlers, that understands that this is a community, that they got to take care of their own. And the fan service that this federation provides is just phenomenal. I absolutely love what they do, and it just means so much. Brody Lee affected so many people, and the fact that if you go on Twitter and you look at all these wrestlers from all these different promotions from all over the country, if not the globe, all of having some phenomenal things to say. Just amazing things. You can only dream of being that kind of person, that influential. Just being somebody who's able to get in there and regardless of what the job requires of him, whether he needed to be the winner, the bad guy, the good guy, or the loser for that match, it doesn't matter. It did not matter. It was about the show. It was about the performance and taking care of your own. And the fact that Cody Rhodes and Tony Khan put on a show that was phenomenal just says so much. And there's some wrestlers that are getting some flack from that episode. Eddie Kingston was one of them. MJF is another one. MJF is getting a serious amount of flack. But here's the thing, guys. You know that was completely staged and was the look on Brody Lee Jr.'s face, was absolutely phenomenal. This kid was just completely floored and having a great time, and he knew what was going on. He knew what it was about. And he knew that when MJF got into his face to do that stunt, it's wrestling. It was a shoot. And to be able to do that, to honor his father in that method, with a kendo stick to the head of one of the business's most despised heels, says so much. Chris Jericho is on a roll tonight, folks. He just beat 10 of the Dark Order and is going to move on to the finals for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be a phenomenal match tonight. The main event is going to be phenomenal, regardless of whether it's Adam Page or if it's Kenny Omega, even though we pretty much know who's going to win the next match, because I will be playing as Kenny Omega, and I've gotten really good at this game. Really good. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to help support the channel, real quick, I just want to talk about this real quick. If you want to help support the channel, just getting into the chat room and talking and interacting with me during these live broadcasts really means a lot to me. It really helps out a lot. I'm trying to hit that magic 50. I'm trying to get the numbers up there. All this stuff, it doesn't require much on anybody's part. I mean, honestly, the one who's doing all the work here is me. Come on. You know you want to support me. That or I got to start an OnlyFans. We don't want that. We don't want that. I got a dad bod. And it's not the sexy, tanned, good-looking, slightly hairy in all the right places dad bod. Nah, I got pasty white belly here. No, we don't want this. So help support this channel by hitting that follow button down below and interacting with me in the chat room, and let me know what you like about the broadcast, what you find fun. And when we do these Friday night fights, talk to me. Let me know who your favorite wrestler is that's going on in the matches tonight, that night. All that stuff. And if you want, hit me up. Let me know, because I would be glad to have you a part of the show. As if you got your own wrestler, let me know in the chat room. Hit me up. We will get together and we will broadcast on Friday nights all the time. I have intentions of getting these special belts. There are these really cheap WWA World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship belts. They kind of look like the old AWA championships from way back when. They're kind of a flimsy looking plastic, gold colored and all that. Not the greatest thing in the world, but I plan on getting a whole lot of them because they're about a couple bucks a pop, not including shipping and handling. And I'm really considering setting up a special tier for those who want one. And if you become a subscriber down the road, when we're able to do subscriptions, you'll be lined up to get your very own World Heavyweight belt as a special thank you. Now, until then, if you want to help the channel out, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/notesandnerds, where you can give at least a minimum of $1 a month instead of the required $4 a month that Twitch subscriptions requires. Just $1 a month or more, and it'll help out the channel in so many different ways. It means a lot to me. But really, honestly, the biggest thing you can do is just following and interacting in the chat room. That means everything. So with that said and out of the way, our next match is up. Let's go ahead and switch back to the to the action right here, folks. Kenny Omega is going to be facing up against Adam Page in the semifinals. The semifinals for the AEW Championship Belt. Who's going to come out victorious and face off against Chris Jericho, the Demo God, the leader of the Inner Circle? Adam Page is making his way to the ring right now, coming down the rampway. You know he has got to be thinking about what tactics and how he wants to take on his former partner and friend, Kenny Omega. Omega is not going to hold back. He is going to go all out on Page and show him why he deserves to move on into the finals, to the main event of tonight's matchups for the World Heavyweight title, the AEW Championship. The crowd is alive. Everybody's excited.
Fight!
Oh! Rung his bell. But that's okay. Omega came back, gets the power slam, or body slam, followed by a Greco-Roman eye rake, and a nice strong forearm to the side of the head of Page. Page returns the favor. Knife edge chop. Omega tried to go to the rear, but nope. Page comes back with a pinfall roll up there. So Omega decides to throw him outside the arena and take a breather for a second. Omega's trying to do stuff here, but he keeps missing the mark. The timing is just not there, giving Page all of the advantages in this matchup, but not enough to do anything of significance. Goes in for the armbar submission, but driving that elbow right to the side of Page's head. Back body drop right there by Page on Omega. Kicks to the face, more like a knee to the face right there. Spinning neck breaker by Omega. Tries to go for a elbow drop kick onto the kneecaps there, but misses horribly.
1, 2.
Oh! A table part. Page used it right there on Omega.
1, 2.
Looks like Omega's going to try to take him up to the top, but Page counters with a flipping pin right there. Nice roll up, but Omega's not worn out enough to get more than one count there. Going to start trading blows here. And it looks like Omega comes out on top with the winning blow, so to speak. Goes in for a shoulder breaker. Page counters and takes him in with an elbow to the back of the head. Omega decides to answer that with another elbow to the back of the head. Beautiful gourd buster right there. Oh, Page gets just out of the way from that maneuver. Omega just is not having the luck he needs to face off against Page. Page is on a serious roll. There's a nice lariat by Page. Figure 4 by Omega. Can he keep it cinched in? DDT takes Page down. A lifting German suplex. Huge elbow. Knocks Omega down. Dazes him just enough. Looks like Omega's going to go back to the turnbuckle there. But Omega, he just cannot land it. Pinfall movement again, but only gets a 1 count. Huge kick. V-trigger, followed by a gourd buster. Omega gets in another nice submission hold there. Page is able to unwrap his arm and get free.
10 minutes in.
Omega just cannot get his timing down for that maneuver, whatever he's trying to pull. That was stupid. That's also what I call not knowing buttons. Oh, Omega almost had the timing down. Finally lands the Hurricane Rana. He takes Omega down. The crowd cheers. Oh, spinning sit-down powerbomb into the pin. He gets a 2 count. Almost a 3, but Page breaks free into the DDT. Omega has got to be getting frustrated at this time. Follow-away slam. Omega with a few stomps right there. Gets the pinfall roll up there, but it's right in the ropes, so it doesn't count. Page is going after that knee of Omega and then drives his own knee right into the chest. Omega just cannot cinch in a maneuver from the rear. Goes in for another submission hold, and Page just cannot take it. I did not expect that. Omega with the victory. And he's just punishing Page at that point. That match is over. Kenny Omega moves on to the finals. He will be facing off against none other than the Demo God, Chris Jericho. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting to the main event here in just a moment. Whoops, wrong camera. This right here is the AEW Championship Belt. This is the children's version that you can purchase at Walmart right now for about $20, about the same price as all the Mattel-based WWE title belts right here. Had to get this one right here because it reminds me of the old WCW belt, which I do have one from the Figures Toy Company, signed by none other than the icon himself, Sting, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. But anyway, in this main event, Chris Jericho, who was the very first ever AEW champion, will be facing off against the current television or real world version of the champion, Kenny Omega. In this matchup, though, I will be playing as Kenny Omega, so I guarantee he is going to be that champion again. This belt means a lot to these guys, these wrestlers. It's the gold. Even no matter what anybody says regarding what wrestling is about, these belts represent something. Everybody says wrestling's stage, wrestling's fake. It doesn't matter. What really matters is the fact that when a wrestler wins that belt, it means that the promotion is putting all their money, all their stock into that performer, that wrestler. It means that they have enough faith in that individual to carry the company. And that's not just that individual. It also means like the television or whatever champion, the Intercontinental champion, whatever champions they have. Anybody who's wearing gold, they are representing the company itself. And it makes no difference how you feel about the realism of the promotion. Look at the 1980s WWF. Hulk Hogan was a champion on more than one occasion throughout the 80s. And every time he lost the championship, he was somewhere within range of the contendership for that belt. He was somewhere within that realm of getting ready to push for that title. And anybody who held the belt in between then was either at his caliber or was basically fodder for his stardom. Same thing with WCW, where it was like Sting and Ric Flair. These were guys who represented the company at the peak of their eras. So they were definitely always holding the belts. And it's not just them. Like, there's some great talent that a lot of people felt that should have held the belt, but they didn't. And that's because the company did not feel that they held, or they were worthy of holding all the gold, so to speak. They were not the pot they wanted to put their eggs in. Well, in this situation, in AEW today, Kenny Omega is that champion. The reason being is he is a IWGP champion. He's performed all over the world. He is a phenomenal wrestler. If you watch him in the ring, he is great. His mic skills are not bad, but he is a great performer. And because of that, that's why he is the current champion. And in this match, Chris Jericho, who is also a great performer in his own right, who is deserving of a championship, isn't going to be that champion. That is why, as I play as Kenny Omega tonight in the main event in this 8-man tournament for the AEW Gold, Kenny Omega is going to win, and his nameplate is going to go right here at the bottom, right here, and represents the excellence that is AEW. Remember, folks, if you want to help support the channel, hit that follow button and interact with me in the chat rooms. Let me know what you think about the broadcast, what you think about your favorite wrestlers, who you think should win in tournaments like this. Keep interacting with me. Help the channel grow. Share it with your friends and family. We have all kinds of great broadcasts. Check out our schedule for more details on what we have planned on a weekly or regular basis. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Kenny Omega's making his way down to the arena. Does Chris Jericho have what it takes to take on Kenny Omega?
Fight!
Jericho's holding his own against Omega. He got a body slam right there, but not able to capitalize yet. Greco-Roman eye rake, followed by a nice body slam of Omega's. Counter by Kenny Omega. Does not capitalize. Tries to go for the drop kick, but misses. Oh, goes to try for a drop kick, but Jericho just smacks him down. Omega did not like that. Kicks him square in the back. Does it again. throws him right outside the ring there.
2.
V-trigger, successful double underhook, but was not able to land the move. Jericho, being the thinking man he is, throws him outside the ring, gets a breather in real quick. Doesn't make much difference. Omega comes back in, kicks him in the back of the head.
You can't escape.
Omega wins that little chopping match right there. Jericho tried.
Okay, baby.
Jericho is not going to get stuck in that corner, at least not yet. Goes in for a pin, but Kenny Omega gets right out of it. Omega gets him set up on the on top of the ropes, but pinfall maneuver right there by Jericho only gets a 1 count. Omega throws him outside the ring again.
2.
Omega right there with a nice gourd buster. Takes a moment to breathe. Gets a double underhook into that modified pile driver. Takes the match outside the ring there.
5. 6.
Oh, Jericho with a
7.
chair to the head.
9. 10. 11.
Omega thought about using that chair for a second there, but gets that beautiful Hurricane Rana right there off the ropes. Irish whips him again. Omega is just not able to land anything from behind like that. Jericho got up just in time, which just floored Omega. Elbow right in the face as he got that armbar locked in. Just driving it in there. Insult to injury, so to speak. But Omega's not able to get up right away. He is worn out. One of these days, he's going to learn not to go for that maneuver because he cannot land any of those moves. Swinging neck breaker. DDT, beautifully executed. Jericho counters the roll-up pinfall, but only gets a 1 count. Gets a beautiful jumping suplex, right? Vertical suplex. Not able to. Kenny Omega counters with a punch to the gut. Thought he was going to get a tilt-a-whirl style slam, but Jericho counters with a Hurricane Rana type maneuver. Gets slammed down to the ring there again. And again, Jericho counters that rear lockup maneuver. Is he going to be able to land a maneuver off the top rope this time? Nope. Rolling powerbomb style pin maneuver gets a 2 count. Kenny Omega goes for the 3 count, and oh my God, he just landed it. Jericho has got to have been worn out at that point. It is officially over. What is he doing? What is Omega doing? He just escape. Insult to injury. That is the end of the match. Ladies and gentlemen, in a successful run into the main event of this tournament, as the champion, Kenny Omega is victorious, and he retains the title. Successful title defense of the AEW Championship. That was a phenomenal event right there, ladies and gentlemen. So for the last hour, we've had an 8-man tournament for the world title, for the AEW world title. Kenny Omega successfully defended his belt in an amazing effort to stop Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho had the opportunity, but quite honestly, Kenny Omega could not be stopped here. It was a tough battle, and it really played out exactly how you would expect it to be. Kenny Omega is the champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in with us here at Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling, only on Twitch via the Notes and Nerds channel. If you want to help support the channel, please hit that follow button below and let your friends and family know that every Friday is Friday Night Fights at 7 p.m. Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling, powered by Fire Pro Wrestling World on the PlayStation 4. If you want to help support the channel also by not just by following the channel, but also by purchasing our merchandise, you go to shop.notesandnerds.com, or more specifically, teespring.com/NNCW, where you can get official Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling merchandise. T-shirts, sweaters, sweatshirts, zip-up hoodies, and more, all with our little wrestling belt insignia on the shirts and our official Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling logo on the back. You can also get other Notes and Nerds merchandise at our shop for very low prices. On top of that, guys, just following us on social media always helps. We do have all kinds of links down below in the About section here on the channel. With that, guys, I do appreciate your tuning in and being a part of our broadcast. Until next week, we will be back with more wrestling action, with more federations in 8-man tournaments for their titles to determine who will represent each federation in the NNCW, Notes and Nerds Championship Wrestling. Thank you.